Hello guys, it's your man Mr. Solution. So on today's episode, I want to walk us through how to set a stop limit. A lot of persons, especially on my channel, have been complaining that they do not understand how the stop limit order works. So I decided to put up this video as a guide to let you know how you can put a stop, either a buy stop or a sell stop. Alright, so this is Chainlink. The coin here is the coin before me is Chainlink Perpetual. That's Chainlink on futures, right? So let's just do a little analysis to see what it is telling us, to see what we can deduct from the charts. Okay. What's the chart saying? Okay. Remember, this is not a chatting class. It's just for us to do something together and then arrive at a consensus, arrive at an agreement. All right, so I'm trying to draw the trend lines to see what is what. All right, okay. Alright guys, so from here now you can see that we are in a downtrend. Before now it's been moving within this channel, but all of a sudden it's kind of broke out of the channel, tested here, came back again, and I started testing it. So from all intents and measures, it's obvious that we are dropping, which is actually happening. Okay, which is really happening. I remember waking up earlier, I thought I saw something, but what I saw was not really what later played out. Okay, so I had to tell some of the inner guys to short the coin. Okay, to short the coin. So it's obvious that this coin is going to fall. Now let's just say we do not know where it's going to get to after the falling. Like it will definitely go back again, or rather, let me say we're anticipating that after this dump, that the next thing will happen is that it will start going up. Like it will start going up because of, okay, we have this support here. Okay, and probably we are believing that if eventually it comes up again, anytime it crosses this very place, that the coin is going to go up. Okay, that means we want to take a long position, want to buy. Now if you check the price of this coin, the price is 13.0625. That is the current price of the coin now. But then we are believing that there's going to be a bounce, that if it bounces here, the next place it will get to should be probably around this place. The next place it will get to should be probably around here. Let me change the color. Okay, so we are believing that if eventually it goes above this resistance line, okay, this very resistance, okay, if it defeats this 13.1870, that the next point is gonna get to is 13.4005. okay, so what do? What we are going to do now will be to take a buy stop position. Okay, so you scroll down to the particular place where you get your types of orders. There's no position here, please. Okay, let me change these settings. Let me reconfigure it. Okay, I've reset it. Okay, so what we are going to do now will be to put a buy stop, because remember, we are believing that if price gets here, that there is going to be a movement upwards, or probably let's just say that the next target is going to be around this place. Let's just be a little bit realistic. It's not that it cannot get there, but let's just say that after that, if eventually the price eventually comes up and then goes above this very line, this very point, that the next place it will get to is around here. So what we want to do now will be to place a buy stop at this 13.1870. remember that the current price is 13.0640, but we want to place a buy stop order at this very point. So what you do is you come to this very place now, choose buy stop. Okay, choose your stop limits. You are taking a buy. Okay, so switch to buy, then put the price you want to buy it at. At the trigger price. Okay, at the excuse me, you want to buy at 13 Okay, you want to buy at 13.1870. That is where we feel that if the price eventually crosses that, we start going up. So we want to put our limit price at 13.1870. Okay, so we come here and put 13.1870. Okay, then go to this trigger price. Okay, trigger price should be let's say 13.1865. Okay, so what this thing basically means is that once the price gets to this very point, once the price gets to this 13.1865, our order will be triggered. Okay, so I think I have little money here. Let me just use all the money I have here to place the trade. Okay, so I'm going to click on buy now. I've placed the trade as it is, now I've set the various prices I want to buy it at. I'll just click on buy. Okay, I'll place my buy order. Okay, I've placed the buy order placed. All right, so if you come to this trigger order now, you will see the trigger orders that I have. Okay, so I have a stop limit here. So what it means is that if the price eventually gets to this 13.1, first of all, this is the trigger price. If price eventually gets to 13.1865, my limit price will be triggered. Okay, before now, as it stands now, this order, none of this order is in the order book. Okay, so once it gets to 13.1865, this very limit price now will be placed in this order book. As it is now, you can't find my order in this order book. Okay, my order is not in this order book. It's not yet there, but once it gets to this 13.1865, my trigger price will be placed in the order book, so that if eventually price finally gets to 13.1870, then my order will be well executed, or my order will go. Okay, so once that happens, next thing that will now do will now be to come back and then know where I'm placing my take profit, know where I'm putting my take profit. Probably, like I said, I'm anticipating that if it eventually crosses the next place it will get to is 13.2805. So I'll come back and then put my take profit. Okay, I put my take profit at 13.2805. Okay, that's for how to use the buy stop. Okay, assuming what I want to do is a sell stop. Okay, let me cancel this. Assuming what I want to do is a sell stop, because I believe that the price is gonna dump, right? Currently the price is at I've cancelled the order. Currently the price is at 13.0830. Okay, but now I'm believing that from the result of my chart and all that, I'm believing that if price eventually gets to, okay, I'm believing that if price eventually gets to this point now, okay, if price gets to this point, if price gets to 12.9865, that is gonna dump more, or is gonna go down the more. Okay, that's what I am believing. I am saying this is actually just an explanation class sort of. Okay, so I'm believing that if price eventually gets to 12.9795, that is gonna drop the more. Okay, that probably the place it will drop to should be around, let's say around here. Okay, let's say here. Okay, it will drop to 12 points, to drop to this point. Maybe that's what I believe. Okay, that's what I feel. It will drop to 12.8660. Okay, but then the current price is 13.1135. Okay, so in other words, what I would now do would be to put a sell stop. Okay, a sell stop, because this is where I believe that if you get to, if price eventually drops to this very point, the next place will be at this point. So what I will do now would be to place my sell stop around this price zone. So I'll go to that same order book we are using. In this case, I will be using my sell, not the buy again. Okay, so where is my limit? My limit is what? My limit is 12.9795. Okay, so I would place my limit at 12.9795. Okay, and then my trigger price, remember, should be just something very close to, so that once it touches it, my order will be placed in the order book 12.9795. Alternatively, I could still make it the same thing, maybe 12.9795. Okay, so both of them can equally be the same value, doesn't mean anything. Okay, so I just go right ahead and place my order. Okay, I just go right ahead and place my sell order. Okay, order has been placed. Okay, so see trigger orders here. This is it. Okay, see trigger order. Okay, so this is just how to do that. So what it means is that if price eventually gets to that very point, now this my sell stop, if this is called the sell stop order, price eventually gets to the next place it will be dropping to should be here, and then eventually price drops to that place, rather price eventually gets there, and then I want to take profit. I could just come back and put my take profit at maybe around this price region, around this point, maybe let's say 12.8460. That's where I want to take my profit. That's where I want my profit to be taken from. Okay, so that's simply how to go about this. It's very easy to understand, especially when you are already attuned to charts and you understand it very well and how they usually work. Okay, and then another one we want to look at is on the issue of take profits. Okay, take profit. Let's still go to this one. Okay, let's look at take profit. Now, how do you take your profit? Okay, assuming now that my price has okay, eventually but price got to this very point and picked that, it got to this 12.9795 and picked. Okay, so I'm already on the trade. So what it now means is that I am anticipating that price might actually get to this very point. Okay, that's 12.8460. But then I'm not really sure that if it gets here, it would reverse. So maybe I'm harboring the thought that if it gets here, it will still fall again. Maybe it will still fall to this region. Maybe it will still fall to this price target as well. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So what I will do now is that I will just come to this very place. I want to put my take profit first. That's, I will now put the target I'm aiming at, which is what the target I'm aiming at is 12.8460. So I'll come here and put 12.8460. okay, that's my first take profit. Then, because I don't want to sell everything once, assuming I have just 4.0 sort of, so I would just have to reduce it to maybe 2.0. I just want to take half profit there. Okay, I want to say half of it. So, and then okay, shift it to the to this very, that's half of it, put it at the middle. It has already calculated it for me. If it was 4, it would have equally calculated. So once I do that, I come here and click on reduce only, then put my sell. If I put it now, it wouldn't really go. Okay, because I have not really purchased anything yet. Okay, so that's just how to do that. Just put for your trailing stop loss. You feel that if price gets to your first target profit, that it might still drop again. Okay, so what you'd have to do is just to, maybe depending on the quantity you want to sell, you put the price, the trigger price, then make sure you select reduce only, because if you do not select reduce only, it will rather open another position for you. So you should make sure that whenever you're using this, you are clicking on reduce only. Reduce only means if it gets here, reduce it for me. Okay, don't open another position. If you do it and then you didn't click on reduce only, if it gets here, it will open another position for you. Okay, it will open another position for you. So you wouldn't really want to take that kind of risk. So we want to mitigate against such eventual happenings, okay, by clicking on your reduce only, so that once it gets there, it will close the trade for you. The only thing will be, you will have, your profit will be there for you. Nothing will happen to it. So the only thing you have will now be the remaining quantity or the remaining amount of the order that you are yet to, okay, you are yet to utilize, or you are yet to sell, because you are waiting for the next target, which is 12.7460. okay, that is it. What else do we need to look at? Okay, and now sometimes you might get a signal, or you'll be given a signal, particularly to those on my channel. Okay, sometimes I just give a signal and say we will determine the take profit once it gets filled. Probably I say that because I'm not really too certain, I'm not really too sure what is going to play out. I would just want to be very clear about it. Okay, so and then if eventually I tell you to maybe, okay, I say buy at 12.8460, okay, and then that if we get to, okay, let me just say 12 points, okay, buy at 12.8460, okay, then that if it gets there, we'll talk about where we'll place our profits, where we take our profit. So I go right here and click on buy. Okay, I go right here and click on buy. Okay, and then finally it buys for me. The next thing, please let me, this thing shouldn't be in take profit, should be in limit order, please. Okay, I say buy at 8460. Okay, so and eventually I click on buy and it goes ahead to buy for me. Then I now come back and say take profit at maybe 13.2. I say take profit at 13.2. Okay, so you come back again. Remember you bought in the beginning, what you did was buy. So you come back again and click on sell. Okay, now you want to sell. Okay, I say sell at 13.2. So when you come back and put this 13.2, please, very, very necessary, make sure you check this reduce only. Please, it is very, very vital. Make sure you click on this reduce only order. Make sure you click on this reduce only order, because if you do not click on the reduce only order, if price eventually gets to this 13.2, it will open another position for you. Okay, so anytime I give a blank signal or I tell you where to buy, I didn't put take profit, just go right ahead and place the buy there, because definitely I will come and update the take profit. Even if I do not update it, once you see you're already in profit and then you want to exit the trade, make sure you come back, and then as you are trying to maybe you want to take your profit at whatever price, once you put that your place you want to take your profit, please make sure you click on this reduce only. If you do not click on the reduce only, it will end up opening another position for you, and this is what you do not want. This is not what you do not bargain for. So some persons have been making that mistake. They said they thought they closed their trade, and then they ended up seeing another trade that was open for them. It happened because you did not click on the reduce only. So make sure you are clicking the reduce only order. And then another thing, I've seen some persons, they've placed a trade. Let's say I say buy at 12.840. I say buy at 12.840, 840. Okay, I say buy. Now they go right ahead and buy and bought it. Okay, they go right ahead and place this order, then click on the buy button, and then eventually it buys for them. Then once you have a trade that is going on, if you come to, either you are using the mobile app or the web version, this is the laptop version, this is the web version of the site. Okay, once you have a trade that is already on and then that is in profit, something around somewhere around this region, okay, you will see something like close trade or market close, something like that. Okay, please don't always do this. Don't always close your trade at that section. Okay, don't always do that, because if you do that, it means you are closing at the prevailing market price, assuming that the price now is assuming that you want to sell. Okay, you want to sell now, and then what we have here, we have the bid and the ask. We have 13.1350 and we have 13.1385 sort of. Okay, and then you want to sell. If you go here and click on market close, what will happen is that it wouldn't sell for you at this price, at the last price. It will rather sell for you at this price. And not only is it going to sell lower for you, you will also be charged taker fee. There's what we call taker fee and maker fee. Okay, so like you're hurriedly taking an order which is not supposed to be. Instead of bringing order to the exchange, to the order book, you're taking an order from the exchange, which is not always very good. So don't always close your trade from this market close section. Rather go back and do what we just talked about. If you're selling, you want to sell, maybe the price you want to sell at 13.82, 1820, put it, then click on your reduce only, then sell. Put the price you want to sell, select the quantity you want to sell, click on reduce only, go right ahead and click on sell. If you come here, I'm repeating it, I'm illustrating it so that everybody will understand. Okay, so if you come here and use market close, it will not sell for you here. It will rather go to the last one, like this, the one here, and sell. And not only will it sell lower for you, because imagine you had placed it here. Okay, if you had placed it, you would have made more money than it selling here. And not only will you lose a little, you will also be charged a taker fee. That is why sometimes you see that you are in profit and you went here and used market close. You went and market closed. If you check your profit, you see that it has reduced. It reduced because you did not follow the due process. You were using market close, which went and sold at the cheapest price. You wouldn't want to, okay, you went and sold at the last price, sort of, okay, so you wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so these are the very important lessons I want us to understand. So we've been able to look at limit order, we've looked into limit order, we've looked into stop limits. Okay, we already know what limit order is. We already know what market order is. Market order, you want to tell the thing to buy for you at the same time. So once you're using market order, you don't need to bother yourself putting price. Just come right here, fix the amount you want to buy at, and then it will just go right ahead for you. So I wouldn't really encourage you to use market order. Okay, so what it means is that if you're using market order here, it's just the same thing that happens here. Okay, so you will buy, if you want to buy, you will buy at the price here. Okay, you will buy at the price and you will only be charged some fee, which you wouldn't really be okay with. So that's why I don't really always encourage people to use market order. You can only use market order when you are very sure that the thing is going against you, so you just want to get out of the market as fast as you can. That's the only time you can use market order. Okay, so we know market order, we know limit order, we've talked about take profit, and we've equally talked about stop limits. Maybe in subsequent videos you talk about stop market, trailing stop, and then take profit limit. Okay, and take profit limit. Yeah, we talk about those ones. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I hope the video has been very educative and insightful. If you have any question, comments, or anything you want us to talk about in crypto, do well to contact me in any of my social media channels. And if you've not subscribed, please kindly leave a subscribe button, leave a like, share the video, tell people about it. And then, like I said, my social media channels, they are all open for everybody. We can just come and interact, form a community. My channel, my Signal channel, I will be dropping the link to that at the lower section of the video. All right, guys, thank you so much once more, and then I will see you in the other episode. I remain your man, Mr. Solution.